So in this video, I'm going to be installing MX Linux in a desktop computer, and this is the latest version 23.3 with the XFCE desktop environment. So I already downloaded ISO file and I created a bootable USB drive with Etcher. So I'm going to choose the USB to boot up from. I'll select the first option. So this is the welcome page, and here you can click on any one of these. There's also about. So the XFCE version is 4.18.1. This is the Debian version 12.5. So I'll click on Install MX Linux. Okay, so this is the terms of use. Here you can change the keyboard settings. I'll click on Next. So here is where you have to select type of installation. There are two options: regular install using the entire disk or customize the disk layout. I'm going to select the first option, regular install using the entire disk. So I only have one hard drive in the computer, and this is the full size of the hard drive here. And I can adjust this. I can just slide it all the way to the left. I'm going to leave encrypt unchecked and enable hibernation support unchecked. I'll click next. So this is a warning installation confirmations, and it's going to format and use the entire disk for installation. I'll click on start. So here it says computer network names. I'm going to change the name to MX desktop. I'll leave the computer domain as is. So this option is Samba server for MS networking. It is checked by default. I'm going to leave workgroup as is. And this is an explanation of Samba server. The Samba server needs to be activated if you want to use it to share some of your directories or printer with a local computer that is running Windows or Mac. I'm going to click next. So this is a localization defaults. I'm going to leave it as United States here. Here you can configure the clock, the time zone. This is correct. And you can also check this. System clock uses local time. And this is the format. I'm going to leave it as is. This is the service settings, and this is advanced. So I'll click on view. So this is the service and this is the description. And you can check or uncheck any one of these. I'll click OK, click next. I have to input a username. I'll type a password. So this is the root administrator account. I'm going to check this box. I'm going to type a root password. So I'm going to leave these two options here unchecked. I'll click next. So installation is complete. I'll click finish. So I'm going to log in. Okay, I'm going to close this. So this is the applications menu. This is favorites. There's recently used. This is all applications. So LibreOffice is installed. This is accessories. This is development. This is games, graphics, internet, multimedia. This is MX tools. This is Office. This is settings. This is system. This is the settings manager. So they are listed by categories: personal, This is hardware. And this is system. So I'll open live USB maker. So this is the live USB maker, and I have a USB drive there. So I can create a bootable USB drive here. I can select an ISO file. So these are some of the options. There's dry run, encrypt, and this option is clone a mounted live system. So this is show advanced options, and these are the advanced options. So this is the package installer, and these are popular applications, and they're listed by categories. For example, audio. There's browser. This is desktop environments. This is email, network. So this is Teams, and I can install more Teams here. This is utility. And here there's enabled repos. There's test repo. This is Debian backports. This is Flatpaks. So there's a lot of packages to choose and install. There's advanced. So I'm going to open Snapshot, and Snapshot is a utility that creates a bootable image of your working system that you can use for storage or distribution. And you can also exclude certain directories. And the snapshot is completed successfully. So this is the cleanup utility, and here you can free up disk space. You can empty the trash, clean folders, clear cache, delete old logs. So this is a MX Key utility, and this provides real-time system monitoring. This is the manager here. I'll click on it, and these are widgets. These are teams. So for example, I can choose any one of these widgets. I'll select this widget. This is how it shows. I'll click this widget. I'll select this. I'll uncheck this. I'll select the next one. So it shows the kernel, the CPU, usage, the RAM, swap, uptime. It says Teams. So there's also a play button. There's a stop button. You can edit the widget. You can generate a preview, and you can stop all running widgets. I'll click on edit. And here you can edit. On the launch, there's run. You can even change the colors. So this is the Turner File Manager. So I'll go to File, select Properties. There's General, there's Emblems, there's Highlight, there's Permission, there's Share. This is Edit, View, Go. I'll click on Preferences, and this is the File Manager Preferences. So this is the version. This is Documents. I have a couple of PDF documents here. I'll click on Setting. This is Pictures. So I can edit this picture. This is a video, and it opened with VLC Media Player. So I'm going to open Task Manager. So this shows you the CPU, the processors, memory. So I can just right click any one of these and I can stop, terminate, kill, change the priority. I'll open HTOP. So this is the firewall app. So this is the clipboard manager settings. So I'll right click the desktop and I can create launcher, create URL link, create a folder. I'll click on desktop settings. This is the desktop menu settings, window list menu. This is the icon settings. I'll right click the folder. I'll click on properties and I have these options here. General, emblems, highlight, permission, share. So on all applications, there's ad block. So with this app, you can choose to block ads, malware, all of these. I'll click OK. And you have all these options you can select to be blocked. So this is an audio mixer. So I'm going to open the PDF app, and this is the PDF Arranger app. Click on Open, and I have 2 PDF documents. So this is the main menu, and I have all these options here. So I'll select one PDF here. I'm going to right-click the PDF, and I can split pages. I'll click on that. There's columns and there's rows, and this can be changed. I'll click OK. So I'm going to select both of these PDF. I'll right click and I'll select merge pages. I'll click OK. I can also insert a blank page. There's generate booklet. There's page format. I'll close this. So I'm going to open Appearance. So this is Style, Icons, Fonts, Settings. These are some of the styles. So on Icons, so I'll open the Screensaver app, and this is a Screensaver app. This is the theme, this is the preview. There's blank screen, this is random. I'll open the Boot Options app. So this is the boot options. This is the options, menu timeout to boot to. And you can select any one of these. This is kernel parameters. This is background, image. This is enable theme. This is splash. And these are some of the choices here. Here's also a preview. I'll select Solar. I'll click Preview. And this is Messages, very detailed. So this is the Power Manager. And this can be configured. So I'm going to open the Kden Live Video Editor. So I'm going to open the User Manager. This is it. Here you can add user accounts. There's options. You can modify the user account here. There's copy and sync. There's add and remove groups. Here's group membership. So I'm going to open desktop settings. So these are the default wallpapers. I'll select this wallpaper. I'm going to open Screenshot. So this is a screenshot app, so I can capture entire screen active window, or I can select a region. I'm going to leave it as select a region, and these are the options, capture the mouse and pointer. So this is delay before capturing. I'm going to leave it at 3 seconds. This is preferences. I'll click OK. So I can save it, copy to clipboard, or open with. I'm going to select open with. And I can choose any one of these. I'm going to leave it as no max. I'll click OK. So this is the logout icon here. So in this video, I installed MX Linux 23.3 in a desktop computer. So I want to thank you for watching, and I thank you for subscribing.